Hey, sorry everyone for false start. A little bit, some technical issues, like usual. I have new mics, so let me know if you can hear me well, or we have to do some more technical works here. And hi everyone, and my credentials in the chat as usual. My name is Alina for people who haven't seen me there yet. So I guess it's gonna be the final stream for this girl that's on the screen right now. I started her basically on a stream, and past few streams was devoted to that character. And what I'm gonna do today, I just gonna do some small tweaks with her, and probably gonna be done with her in 1 hour. And probably I'm gonna open another project that I just recently done just for fun, and I probably just gonna work in that new project for a little bit. Yeah, because so technically I'm not well prepared for this stream, so yeah, have to make the best of it. Will we be seeing you sculpt this from Sphere? Basically you can go back. I think it was my June streams, June, July, August, and September. It was the streams that I was progressive, like the sculpt was in progression, not exactly from the sphere, but I can probably show you in the steps if you guys want to. Okay, yeah, sounds good. Okay, good, because that's a new lapel mic here, and something happened with my USB huge S mic that I usually use, which looks like that. Yeah, now it's just basically oh shit, it fell. Anyway, it's no longer operational, I guess. Yeah, let's check what we had. Then I just started. Let's take it back in the history. So I started with a head. Because sometimes it's easier, like, for me to think about characters, like, starting with a head. I know she would be like a young girl, and yeah, just basically I just did this head maybe in half an hour, maybe 1 hour, just trying to figure out her face features. And then I don't know, let's go. So it was the second stream. It was full body, but still kind of body blocked, but no color, nothing. It just like body and the dragon. And I was thinking about her hair, what kind of hair I want to give her. And then let's see, this next stream, I believe. Here we go. So I already had little bit of poly paint on her. And yeah, you can see pretty much I did change her proportions quite a lot eventually. I felt this head is way too big even for stylized stuff. So I think it was the last one, I believe. Last stream. Yeah, I did change proportions a little bit. And eventually I came to that. So her head is now way smaller, but when I initially that smaller than compared to what I blocked initially, but yeah, here we go. So it's almost done. Things that are left is basically I'm gonna need to finish her shoes. Need to go around her dress and polish it a little bit in terms of folds to probably like give them a little bit of more volume on top of what I have here. And yeah, let's jump into that. Basically it's organized in folders right now. I think it's the only smart thing I did here is I organized it very well, so I can if I need to work on her hands, I can turn off dragon. So the thing that kind of annoys me at this point is it's still pretty much T-pose for the dragon. So yeah, let's paint his head a little bit and give him some pose for the head. I definitely want to tilt it and probably like rotate a little bit towards her. Hey, I'm a new student. Hello. Please ask me anything Zbrush related. If I know, I will try to answer my best. I dropped my credentials in the chat, I believe. Oh. So I think I will be doing, I will take some color and I want to kind of add a little bit of white on his bottom jaw. He's more like crocodile, kind of reptile creature. Also, let me know if you can hear the music. I put some Twitch, YouTube allowed music, so I can't give any color on that side, which is really not that important because we're not gonna see it, almost none, but still. And inside his mouth it's obviously gonna be darker, like that. Maybe we can do a little bit of lighter color, maybe some reddish hue here under the eye. Actually, we still have it in the symmetry, so probably that's gonna work. maybe, but a little bit of color on his nose, and darker color here. Maybe we can use some alpha, like that, yeah. Yeah, that looks a bit more true. I'm gonna switch off the symmetry right now. Gonna only work on that side. Not sure. Maybe some darker color on the end of his beak. I don't know, it's beak, it's mouth, it's something. Is Alina back streaming regularly? Yes, I'm actually streaming every month, but I took October and November and December, but just because I was doing demo for Lightbox, so I decided I deserve some month off. But yeah, it's supposed to be there regularly once a month at least. I want to add some colors on his wings, and I will go down a few subdivisions. Yeah, he's I guess he's sleeping in another room, but he will probably perform today, as people talking about my cat. He's going to scream. Was, I was filming some video this holidays, and he of course come and scream at me during the video and jump on my table once, but it was so timely, so I'm gonna keep it. The video is for Xian Labs, and I don't know, I haven't finished yet, but it's gonna be out in some in the meantime, I hope. It's supposed to be pretty fast. Yeah, don't worry, my cat will perform today, most likely. kind of he kind of know when I'm streaming and making video. He's a star. He needs attention. I love how you with little and technical stuff. You just focus on art. For me, I think I'm to focus on topology and stuff, and I'm working. I feel really rigid and natural in it. Well, it's just different things, right? Because this sculpture is for fun. Most likely gonna, like, the only reasonable thing I can do with her is to print her. I think actually she would make really nice print, like figurine, small figurine, maybe let's say 10, 13 centimeters tall. But if I would if I would work on this character for video games, which is my specialty, I would it would look different. So maybe, you know, you just, because I'm doing characters for video games for my day job, so it's typos all the time, and that's why it probably they look unnatural, sure, but there is no way to avoid it. Like nobody like restrain you to do your personal stuff in your free time, and yeah, and then you can go wild and don't think about topology, just you don't know. Okay. This thing is kind of was left unattended, I would say. I think it's still can use some sculpting, and there we go. I just need to use Q. Yeah. Maybe not. That's enough of spiky things. Runners, that's beautiful. See, yeah, okay. Yeah, glad I made some sense here. Yeah, person who said that's beautiful, thank you very much. Thank you, appreciate it. Let's do some fine lines here, and for that probably just lower the intensity. So what add a little bit. A little bit of a dark color here. And I forgot, I shouldn't probably work in symmetry because this part is not symmetrical. Then can we get the paintless plugin? Oh, no, I don't know, ask Zbrush guys. It might be already there, just for what I know. Sometimes I just stumble on stuff. It's kind of already done. One thing is you can change your, come on, I just want to pick up the color and not really. I keep forgetting where it is. I used it a couple of times, and you can change the colors on polypaint. I think it was it. Okay, I will try to remember what I wanted to show you and try to bring it next stream, because texture, not polypaint. I think it's polypaint. No, I think it's just colors for what I know. Yeah. I don't know if you can see, and I don't know why I can't move. Can I? I don't know. So basically you can go there and just make, you know, change the color. I don't know if you can see, right? And then press OK and the polypaint would change the color, because sometimes you just you miss a little bit. So I did it actually for the dragon because he was more like purplish, like Game of Thrones style, and I wanted to make him green eventually, so I came here and I just moved the RGB and saturation till I get what I wanted. So yeah, I'm not gonna keep it, but it could be fun. I think the orange one looks good. And I go into autosave. Oh yeah, a few people saying hi. Hi, hello, Andrei and Fyodor. Hello. I probably want to add a little bit of darkness into this, I don't know, folds. I guess I can call them folds. I'm gonna work both in color and a little bit in geometry, but not that intense. Probably color. Let's select something darker. Also, I'm gonna be checking, so I want to spend 1 hour on that. Oh, we'll see, maybe more, maybe more. I mentioned earlier today, kind of not very well prepared this time. I've been very busy over holidays, and usually I have a plan. Today I don't have a good plan. not sure about his eyelids, so it does look unfinished to me, but I'm not sure what I want to do, so I'm gonna keep it for now and maybe think, oh, and obviously have to work in a symmetry. So let's say like that. It's good enough. Because I just wanted to show next step. All right, and it's normally to pose characters, I would merge them into one subtool, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Hell yeah. Especially not everything, but at least teeth, and his tongue. It's an old body, so yeah, I can remove it, I guess. And save every 15 minutes. And yeah. Merge down. And merge down. So eyes are still separate object because it has different materials. It have some glossiness on the eyes, so it's a separate material. It's by the way toy plastic if people are curious, and I think it is here. Yeah, it's toy plastic. But yeah, it's still like easier to not to mess things up. And of course we don't have subdivides anymore, which is sad, but that's okay. Was when yeah, I think it was. Anyway, I'm gonna select, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about all the time. So click and Control to blur the mask a little bit. And we include anyway. I have to do some trick because normally I would use this legacy transformer tool, transpose line, which I really love for posing characters. It's the best. But because transpose only work on one tool, only one subtool, and we need kind of his body and his eyes together to turn his head. So we would go to move, gonna turn transform like normal one. I'm gonna deselect everything and only select his head, body and his eyes. What should I do? I definitely want to. So another very important thing here is just to put the point of rotation that it's supposed to be at his neck. So let's say, and I would just, yeah, I would do some very subtle pause. He probably should they look on, like that? Or should he look like more to her? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe it's just like so stupid. It's a debris. I just want him to be like a stupid fat cat. So I think it's certainly achieved here. Yeah, I think it would be better off if he looked at us. A silly little dragon. And I probably will work on his eyes as well later. I see this part doesn't look that good, so I would normally keep the subdivides, but there, that's too late. So next time, then I do it properly, I would keep subdivides so I can go back and forward, but this is an idea. So idea is like a final step of, for every character basically, is to make it, remove the symmetry and make it more lifelike. Because again, if I would do it for in-game character, he would be in a T-pose. Probably something like we started, like pose down and head straight, but since it's not, and we are absolutely free to do whatever we want. So let's say usually like, so he's turning his head and there will be like folds. The skin will fold here, and to emphasize this movement basically. Yeah, I think it's kind of funny. Yeah, and then probably that part. Don't need like a curve. Come on. This is why they still kind of had mask. Just useful. I'm gonna keep it for now. Just gonna hide it. Okay, small things here and there. Okay, let's call it a day. So her head also would need some posing, I would guess, because it's still like her head is still in asymmetry. Should I do it now? Should I work on something else? Let's work a little bit on her folds, because I don't really want to tackle her head. There's a few places that's still unfinished, like her shoes, this is for sure. Let's do her shoes. What do we have here? There's not even full shoes, just tip. It's gonna be bad. Anyway. This is not good because at some point I touched it with Sculpting Pro brush, probably by mistake, and I really need this flat shape. Let's see what we can do about it. Can we remesh it? Yeah, decent. I don't know why we have that. So there is some creases there. I don't know why and for what reason. And we will go. Here we go. Just can I go lower? Yeah, I can. I want to do some lazy trick on those. On the crease. Oh no. Let's go for partial. Yeah, that sucks because a topology is all over the place. Then I don't know what we're gonna do. It's just gonna do. Yeah, so like that, maybe. Probably gonna be ugly, but we'll see. Can we? No, it's okay. Okay, so how it is good. Because I still need the shoe to be really flat on the bottom. have some sort of crease that touch the ground, like soil, like show soil. And I want to make them this color, so we're gonna that way. And what's the difference between dots and freehand in Zbrush? I wish I knew that myself. Please explain. Can you explain snow or rain? I have no idea. So in very many situations, when I would try to go to from dots, let's choose maybe sculpting. Will we see anything? Let's say let's select a sphere for now. Let's choose a shader. And you go from this to freehand. Basically nothing changed. It does something, this is for sure, but and in some brushes it's absolutely forbidden to touch this because it would give you like shit show instead of like normal line. Oh, it's working the same. I don't know. I do use most of them by default. The thing that I modify the most in terms of brushes are curve tubes that I love to use and curve straps. And then I do then I do very like freehand form searching sculpting with Sculptris Pro. I would go to Sculptris Pro settings, which are here, and I play with them. Sometimes you need just rough edges, less polygons, but this is pretty much it. There is the recent one. There is it. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think I still don't know maybe 60% of ZBrush. I know the tools that I use, and maybe I can explain those. We have mask. Anyway, I'm not gonna touch it, the dragon anymore. What about the girl? I would probably still work on her poly paint a little bit, because I feel like these ears could use a little bit more color. Yes, so I need to be in HB. Come on, what's that? Oh, here we go. People was asking about the cat. No, he don't want. Hey. Sorry. We're gonna be interrupted. Well, let's try though, and see if I can find a better position for her head. Not gonna make the same mistake, not gonna merge them. Gonna use the same selection, and then you can hear the cat screaming. Vanya, what's up? What's up? I'm just worried he would jump, and because I have a cord there, it might not be a very good thing. So, to perform this very surgical interference, we should do two things. We should go, first of all, her hair. We're gonna mask everything. It's very convenient that they have a ribbon on top of, so we can mask all the ugly parts under that ribbon. And for the head, we're gonna do let's say go yeah, lower subdivisions, select your head only. Control click is to blur a mask. Yeah. Turn off the symmetry. Voila. Let's say but moved her head a little bit, so following her eyes that direction a little bit. And because we masked her hair, we did. Yeah, they should stay in place. Here we go. Except for this small part, which is easy to fix. Voila. Yeah. That's indeed. And this small. Oh, here we go. It's a boy. Look, he has a fancy color. And and the bell from Japan. All right, and cat was shown, and he will go and scream somewhere else. what is so here we go. It's less static now, less T-posy, which I don't like. I prefer on the characters that not supposed to go into the game. I prefer to quit symmetry at some point. And it's kind of late for her because if I'm working on more realistic face, I would prefer to have symmetry off early, because faces in real life are really asymmetrical. But for cartoony characters, that's not gonna work quite well. Cartoony characters, especially that stylized like her, the face requires to be properly stylized. The face will require a lot of symmetry, so very, very last moment I would make this. And yeah, I think it's fun. She's looking better now. Maybe I should give her a tilt. Let's try that. Because I believe we still have a mask. Yeah, we do. Yeah, let's give her maybe a small tilt. Do we still have mask on the hair? No. Yeah, we do. Nah. I forgot about these tiny hair pieces. What? Hopefully it's still gonna work. Let's hide the mask. I know this transpose is a little bit ugly. Yeah, I think it looks actually good. Okay. That's all right. So then the good thing would be to add a little bit of fly-offs for the hair. What I'm talking about is, let's say, I'm gonna enter here. How do you think I can replace as if this is still good? I know. I don't know. Who knows? I don't think I ever replace good art whatsoever. If you're a good artist, because every time I see AI stuff, I can immediately say it's AI stuff. So fly-offs. I would go to the brush settings. So do modifiers. This is for. I'm gonna show you in a second. We're gonna go to your hair. Oh shit! I'm gonna fix this. Let's say. I would say that don't go into art profession for money. It's a dead end. It never worked. If you don't care about money, like you can't live without making art, go for that. if you care about money, you know, dentists, you know, never gonna go out of jobs. This is for sure. I heard childcare these days is also a profitable business. What do I know, really? So you either have a calling and then you will find your audience and make a decent money, but not huge money in art. But just don't go there. This is not for weak of a heart. So I came here because I want to flip it, yeah. I'll see. One thing is, it's now just part of your hand. I'm gonna make it separate subtool. Just gonna split masked points. So I kind of ideally want to remove one of those. Hey, come on. Because it's not crease, it's... Oh, wrong. Here we go. So, especially for stylized hair, the simpler the shapes, the better the situation. If it still looks too low poly, I have to go through some of those and just fix it, because you can see the polygons, which is not a very good situation. I would go and I would do it probably off stream, because if I would do with all this hair, you would get bored very quickly. But I would do that. I would... Here we go. Let me... it's still part of... Okay, let's say I'm gonna split it and then make it even more sleek and more... No, it's a single crease, edge loop, and then just drop a couple of subdivisions on that. So to get rid of, still keep the shape really beautiful and, you know, clean, but yeah, no more ugly polygons there. I feel like this particular guy, this particular piece is actually calling to add yeah, let's look pressure to that. I think, yeah, it's gonna work better. It's a little bit tedious. This is why I don't do it on a stream, because we can do, like, we can spend like next 40 minutes going through all of them and like perfecting them and cleaning the shapes. But this is what I would do, like in a very final, before I call it a day. It was like this. You can see. Oh. Yeah, it's still very low poly, so it would need be to. I would need a couple of subdivides on those with creases, so it would still keep the edge, the beautiful edge, but in beautiful shapes, but doesn't look that low polish. So I would do it to this as well, but just because it's so small, it really doesn't bother me that much. Not as much as this one. Anyway. It's been an hour. I'm probably gonna work on here for a little bit more, maybe like 50-20 minutes, and then we can go switch to new project, new old project. Let me drop my credentials. So at some point when I'm gonna post this artwork somewhere on ArtStation, probably, I created like this special brush to do his scale. It's very simple, so I will put this brush for free for everyone. Just need time to create a downloadable file to Gumroad. So you can see, because at some point I felt like it doesn't have enough of details. Any stylized work is basically very subtle balance between beautiful clean shapes and enough amount of details, so you like kind of guess, oh, it's a dragon, so he has a reptile-like scale, etc. But not too much, so it would be like looking too realistic. Thanks for compliment. Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of, I'm pretty happy about her. Still need some job to be done, like definitely those folds. First of all, let's save every 15 minutes. No amount of autosave sometimes can rescue the situation, and I will need to go to Demian standard, and we some people saying there's Russian people working on RESTful Wicked. Yeah, kinda. I think it's not a big secret that Moon Studios is very much international company that have people from all over the world, North America, a lot of Europe, Canada, and yeah, a few Russian guys. I think the Russian part of the team even was interviewed after Ori and Will of Wisp was out. I think they gave a big interview to this big outlet. I'm bad with names. Anyway, I think it's searchable in Google. You guys can check. Okay, this is kind of annoying. That stuff is sticking out. Well, technically, this ribbon also can move a little bit because you don't have to be in asymmetry anymore. Those lines used to be in asymmetry. Very nice silhouette, thank you. Yeah, I feel like this part now. Come on. I can see the after I rotated her head is a little bit wonky. Let's see if I can fix it quickly. If not, that's all right. I certainly can fix her ribbon quickly. Right, do I work on the game on doing fan art? I don't get the question, but this is not for the game. This is for mine and yours entertainment, and to show you my workflow in Zbrush. And my day job is with Moon Studios. We're actually working on a game that's called No Rest for the Wicked, and it's on the stream. I believe it's in description box on YouTube for sure, but if you wish so, and give me a second, I can drop you a link, because I think the game is great and everybody should rest for it. However, we're still in early access, so yeah. Can check it out. Have fun. Leave us a very good and kind review. And by the way, while you are still here, please like and subscribe Max on Zbrush channel. I would be very grateful. And would provide even more fantastic streams, good artist, and joy of creating. So this piece is kind of lumpy and bumpy and not very beautiful. So this is definitely not all right. Let's do that. I'm not sure I like how it's going into her dress. Let's see if I can fix it quickly. If not, I will fix it later. The points where objects touching each other are very important. It's like you might not see it from every angle, pretty obviously, but I still don't like it, but yeah, maybe gonna fix it later. Your brain recognizes fakery all the time. You don't even have to think consciously about it, but if you like in real world objects, if it has touching the cloth, they are touching the cloth and not going through like in a 3D. And yeah, I try to get rid of like stuff like that as much as I can. It's not always possible, not always makes a lot of sense, because here behind the dragon is obviously doesn't look pretty, I believe, but I try to clean up as well as I can, as well as it's reasonable to do. So this is very, very close to her head and her face, so this place is very important. So yeah, what else? Should we switch? So here what we have, I wanted to do some folds here and there and on the other side. I did a little bit, just so I'm an artist for Restful Wicked, right? This is correct. I'm doing character art for Restful Wicked. It's on my Instagram as well. Unfortunately, since we are still in early access, I cannot post anything that was not authorized. But at some point, when the game will be out in April, I finally can post the stuff that I've been working on. No beginning. Totally beautiful art style. Thank you. Can I say anything about art style? Yeah, we have a great art director. So we have a great art style. We have a great art director who is also like author or concept artist behind most of the concept art. So and his name is Mikhail Rahmatulin. He has an art station, I believe. So, and we have really good team. We have really awesome 3D team. I don't think I have it. I don't think I have it close, but next time I think then there will be the full access launch. I would certainly do some stream devoted to the rest of Wicked, and I will drop all the credentials to all the team people. I did it for Ori, but yeah, I mean, I can't stop right now and go look on ArtStation. Anyway. There's still some work have to be done. I probably now gonna switch to the project I did, or just for fun, just I think it was before the holidays, but finished it on the holidays. Gonna save it because in case I wanna go back to that girl. But yeah, she's mostly done. She's she would need some cleaning. The thing about the hair I already showed. So I will go through all these teeny tiny hairs, and I see it's too low poly, and it's visibly too low poly. I would go and make them more clean and less low poly. And maybe I will touch up her face a little bit in terms of maybe, just maybe, she can use some I can try here, but it's usually like it's very subtle and I have to think about it. It's hard to do just, you know, in stream. Because thinking is not included during streaming, quite obviously. So yeah, maybe just like some brow asymmetry, maybe some eyelashes, maybe. Oh, here we go. Touch up on eyelashes. Things like that, just tiny bit. Maybe I should change your brow design just a little bit. So yeah, subtle things, tiny, teeny, tiny, small things that actually take usually 90% of the time, but also that's what I could never fake. Attention to details. Do you play the game? Yeah, and I have to test it, quite obviously. I don't. Yeah, here we go. Maybe I should do something of his eyes. He looks mad, but he also a dragon. So anyway, enough of this. And I can open. No, I don't need to save a file. Here we go. I did a fun little project. And basically you can see it's mostly one subtool. I think the ribbons are separate. Oh no, this thing is also separate. But I have had a lot of fun here. It's for a new year. Actually, it's good time to plug my Instagram. Let me. Hello, hello. So boom, we have like 35 minutes, and I just, yeah, that was very simple. This is one merge subtool, done mostly with let me switch brush, done mostly with Sculptors Pro. And I was thinking maybe I can show some ribbon work here. That's also very simple. And maybe we can just, because who cares, I'm just gonna save a copy of that in case. And merge everything. Oh, it's gonna be fun. Or something else. It's a ribbon I don't use. I have an issue with Sculptress with scraping. Inverted mask. Inverting mask with gizmo tool. I don't know. You should ask if you're paid user. Ask support. No, I don't mute any comments. The only thing that could happen is some automatic fuckery from YouTube and Twitch. They do it sometimes. Just I can read your comments. Oh, you're fine. I also can read the next one. Anyway, what I want to do is to merge those down. What do I have here? That. So what do we have? Okay, good. What I like to do is sometimes I like to, and it's not that important, it's behind her head, so how can I? But I like to do that. Move. Go to image by union. So it's kind of now one mesh. And I like to get rid of those. We have Sculptress on now get rid of those lines that are too CG, too perfect. And let's add a few more ribbons, because why not? Because we can. But for that, I should exit solo. Few ribbons and maybe a few, like, I don't know, flying, whatever, here. Try to read the chat. So what use, like, usually for the hair I use a curve tube, but for the ribbons, curve strap is a good thing. And yeah, and then I would do cut a stroke and go to curve functions, curve, log start, and then because sometimes it just give you like a really nice shape by accident, which is fun. Sometimes it give you like trash and nonsense. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. Maybe we just need, first of all, wider. Okay, I feel like I want it wider and thinner. And other thing is, I want to play with the thickness a little bit, so we go here, here, and do exactly that. Come on. Maybe not enough. Yeah, definitely. Why not? And then there's no longer have a curve here, but I would simply rotate it with transpose tool, actually. Come on. Oh, yeah, that was my bad. Come on, give me the ribbon. We're gonna detach it for now, and we're gonna select it again and rotate it. Oh, what? How come? Oh shit, okay, alright, so only need this one. And then I will just like move and do crazy shit and whatever. How crazy is this shit? Not very crazy. It's medium crazy. It's how it good. And then I'm gonna split this. So if I want to get rid of this low polyness, kind of, I didn't get rid of low polyness here because I thought that looks kind of cool and crazy. But for those, I did some cleanup. So do basically my bread and butter crease. Yeah, I think, and gonna dot. Then I will delete all subdivides. I'll delete lower subdivides. I don't need them. And then I just gonna go here and turn on. That's annoying. And I'm just gonna do like that. Maybe because I want to make this end like torn, end of ribbon look torn, and sometimes you need kind of a couple of passes to see what works better, and then move with a Q curve. Yeah, I think it's kind of cool. Also, I did already like in this file already like have some render settings with the shadows, so I can check out if it looks good for me or not. And I feel like I don't like this. I still don't like the end of this ribbon, so I will go and just delete it. It was good. It's good. It's just so random. Sometimes you're gonna get good result. Like oh, fuck it. Probably. Yeah, I think I like it better. Okay. You can see it's very like messy. It's not fine polished. Not polished at all, to be completely honest with you, but a little fun project. Maybe I want to do like it will not be a ribbon, but like a cord. Now we're gonna choose curve tube. So the difference between like curve tube modifier, this modifier is basically how many sides the tube will have. And I like to work in a very, very low poly kind of tube, but by default it's 20, so it's more high poly one, and you can go crazy if you want, have like already perfect smooth surface, but yeah, I like to work low poly. So this intensity is basically the thickness. If you choose 50%, it's no longer will be round, it will be like oval shaped if you slice it. And yeah, it can be completely thin, which is basically thin ribbon as well. And we're gonna have a curved tube. We're gonna basically give it the same treatment. I'll look start because I'm happy with it now. But can move it a little bit. I can make it thinner. Let's say I'm happy with this, and gonna give it a little bit of kind of different thickness. And then we're gonna give it some, let's first split mask point. And we will have like ribbon, it's not ribbon, it's like cord. Like that was not there. You'll see in a few minutes. Oh no. Oh shit. Too tiny. Just I don't add. I forgot where I was in terms of numbers. Oh no. This was a bad idea. But let's say oh no, I should have a curve now. One. And then I'm gonna add an actual knot there. Oh, it's wrong. This is wrong. We'll see if we will succeed. No, not like this. So I think the thickness was around 24, 25. Here we go. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you very much. Oh, here we go. I kind of like it. And it looks like a real chord. And I'm gonna add some fly of the end of ribbon. I should have put it like 25, I think. Yeah. Looks good. I want to do something with her hairstyle. I'm just not sure what exactly. So people were mentioning in the rest of the it is indeed it's the name of our game. It's indeed also a song, which is true, but it's initially, I think, coming from it's a quote in Old Testament, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's either Old Testament or Bible. So it's from someone from Christianity. But now it's also a game. Well. I call this game The Rest for the Moon Studios. I have 10 more minutes. What should I do? Let's see. So I like the idea of an ornament here, kind of. Maybe I can make one really quick. I'm not sure if it's a good idea because I'm gonna think as I go. Maybe it's a bad idea and we're gonna know. So less crazy way to do that will be actually to create nanomesh, like I did here. I create nanomesh, I populate nanomesh on a plane, and then I merge it. So I got this funny little pompon or whatever. It would be a proper way, but we don't have a time for a proper way. So yeah, we'll see if we can manage anything interesting. Oh la la, no. So I'm just gonna just split it and copy the hell out of it. And then I would do after group because I need all of them like a separate separate group, so I can move them and duplicate them individually. So because when you duplicate them, it kind of duplicating the group as well. So I always have after group here. So yeah, that's kind of sort of ornament, or so kind of like a tassel. Ay, ay, ay. And then to make it actual tassel, we need simply the same knot situation. The other thing that I like to use, topological move, which is not here. Okay, that means move topological. It's called that brush. And if like move standard, we not just move everything together, just not very good idea. Sometimes move topological will move each individual object, but you have to select correct to be on a correct object. Yeah, that's gonna work. Alrighty. Oof. And then basically, should we do a knot? Let's try a knot. maybe like that. The move come handy in this situation, an actual move brush. So maybe something like that. I'm not sure it was a good idea, but anyway, I tried it. I probably don't like it, so it's gonna go. But it's actually very, very close to my stream finale. So I'm just gonna drop my credentials once more. Question, comments. Please don't forget to press your like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. I'm gonna be streaming at the end of January, so maybe twice this month, or February, like normal. I mean, like normal, once a month. And yeah, I'm gonna start another project for the next stream. So thank you very much, everyone. Thanks for coming and hanging out. And